What do you think of all the praise Mastodon is getting right now?
We think it's really good, you know.
But how come? How come you get it now? Do you have an explanation?
Most of it's because our album, Leviathan album's gotten really good praise across the world, you know, from critics, fans, magazines, the press. Everybody seems to latch on to some part of it and appreciate it, you know, which is good. It's a good thing. So, you know.
But did you expect it when you were working on the album? No?
No, we never expected it. No, because you never know. You know, we write music for ourselves, and if we're happy with the album, then we put the album out, and we hope that people like it. But you know, we're happy with it first and foremost. So if other people can grab onto it and come along for the ride, you know, that's even better, because we're not writing pop songs for the radio, or, you know, like it's got to be catchy, it's got to be this, it's got to be that. It's not like that. We just wrote the songs, wrote the music, wrote the lyrics, and you know, we're happy with them, the four of us. So when it becomes well received around the world, it's just even better, you know.
And then, how do you look back now on the recording of the album? Because you did it in 2.5 months. How do you look back now? Because now it's been a while. It's been released.
Actually, we recorded it. It was 3 weeks.
3 weeks, okay.
Yeah. We recorded it in Seattle, Washington, and it was great. You know? We just went in there, did our best, you know, and we didn't know what was going to happen. You know.
But were the songs already written on beforehand?
Yeah, most of them were. We wrote 2 of the songs while in the studio, so that was kind of that added some pressure, you know, because we're like, felt like it might be rushed. But we had 8 songs already written, and the two other songs came while in the studio. And
which were?
Joseph Merrick and I Am Ahab, which are 2 of my favorite songs on the album.
Yeah.
So, you know, sometimes it can come together in 10 minutes and actually work. But a lot of the lyrics were written while in the studio, because we were on tour the whole time, so we were just trying to nail the music every night.
But isn't it hard to write songs or riffs or music while touring? Or
it can be. You can write parts, you know, but it's hard to get the whole band, because you don't have time to do that, because there's always, you know, your gear's over there, and then you play soon, and then.
No, but I mean the rest in here you have to have. I mean I think when you have to write, you have to be in a certain kind of mood.
Right. Well, ideas come to all of us while we're traveling.
Okay, and, traveling, yeah.
And you know, you kind of you remember it, or you write it down, or you record it, you know, a part here, a riff there. And then when the band gets off tour, we can all go into a studio room and rehearse, you know, and put it all together. So we've got song ideas and parts here and there, but you can't put it together as a band until you're actually all in the same room together, you know. So that'll come later this year.
Okay. And so you have already written some new.
Yeah, we have some ideas and some parts.
Enough to record an album already?
No,
or?
Not yet. No. Halfway there.
Halfway there. Okay. And what fascinates you about the deep blue sea?
It's I don't know, there's many things, you know. You ever look out at the beach, you know, you look out and it's the horizon, you know, it's just like an infinite, it seems infinite, just it's beyond all power, you know. Mother Nature is amazing. Mountains, oceans, cavemen, beasts, we're all fascinated with all that stuff, you know?
What you mean, the secrets of nature, or maybe the dangers of nature, or
all of it, the wonders of it, the secrets of it, the power, you know, the beauty, the destruction.
But it's
all in there.
Have you all been into nature, let's say, beforehand, or was it something that came?
No, we all love going to the top of a mountain, or to the beach, or you know, go to museums and look at gigantic prehistoric beasts, mammoths, sloths, you know, the megalodon shark. It's amazing. It's just fascinating. It's kind of hard to believe anything that big can exist, you know. So we're all fascinated with stuff like that.
Okay, and how did the idea of a comparison to Moby Dick, do you still know what first time that it was brought up, or?
Well, in the book they mention they mention the whale as the sea salt Mastodon. So that was the first hint.
The first hint.
Yeah. But then everything that they do is very similar to what we do. You know, they the sacrifices they make and the time that they travel and this goal that they're trying to reach. You know, they're kind of possessed and they're kind of obsessed, and they'll do whatever it takes to get the whale. And we've been doing whatever it takes to put our stamp on the music world. You know, so it's very similar patterns between the story and us as Mastodon. So we just pulled some references from the story and how it's the same as our life.
So, and what is your whale
And
then?
it's got a whale in it.
Yeah, but what is your whale then?
We're not sure.
You still have to find out.
It's, you know, conquering the, you know, just trying to take this ship as far as we can sail it, or trying to meet as many, you know, go to as many countries as we can, turn our music on to as many fans as possible.
So, but traveling for you isn't hard. I mean, traveling and touring a lot, because sometimes it can be really exhausting.
Yeah, it can be.
And put pressure on the band, but it's no problem.
No, not really.
No.
We all enjoy traveling, so it makes it easier. You know, if you didn't like to travel and you were in a band that was touring a lot, that can be a pain in the ass. You know, that could be exhausting and make you tired, not even want to be here. But we're on good tours, playing with great bands, and all the bands that we're on tour with are good friends with all these dudes, and it's nice to meet all these people that we've been listening to for years and years. So it's all good, you know.
What is the nicest encounter you've had?
Nicest country?
I mean, the nicest encounter you had with someone that you admired.
Well, last night we were hanging out with Queens of the Stone Age. That was kick-ass. The day before we were hanging out with Helmet all day, and I've been listening to them for 10 years, 15 years. Lots of cool stuff, you know. Hanging out with Team Sleep dudes, and
But I mean, when you hang out with musicians, with other bands, what do you talk about? Do you talk about music, playing riffs, or is it just
anything? Anything. Pizza, riffs.
Okay. And
taking a shit in these toilets, everything.
Okay. And what do you like about traveling then? Is it meeting other people, meeting other cultures, seeing other things, or just being on the road and?
It's a little bit of everything, actually. You know, this world is huge, and we'd like to see as much of it as possible. And it's nice that music can take us there. And meeting, there's cool people all around the world. There's beautiful girls everywhere, and
nice nature.
Everything. So, you know, go to Japan, go to Iceland, you come to Holland, you go to California. You know, all of it. It's everything. There's good things about every place around this world, and it's nice to see as much of it as we can.
Okay. And I would like to go now talk a little bit more about maybe the next album.
Sure.
Well, Remission was more of a straightforward album. Leviathan is more diverse. Do you know where you will take it now? Do you have already some hints?
Yeah, it's kind of you know, a similar progression. You know,
How do you mean? But how?
I would imagine it will be, you know, we just have some riffs here and there, so it's kind of early to tell, but it will probably be, you know, in the same vein as Leviathan, I would imagine. But then again, in the next few months, we might have some crazy psychedelic ideas and maybe go crazy with the guitars or something. I don't know. It's a bit too premature to tell.
But do you talk about the music, or do you just let the music?
Just let it grow on its own. Let it breathe its own life, you know.
But do you have the same focus with the four of you, music-wise? Can be already, or do you have certain roles within the band that someone is more, I don't know, more riff-orientated, someone is more melodic?
That's just how it all comes together, you know. Everybody brings something.
Can you explain the roles of the four of you, maybe a little bit?
Well, it's just your basic rock and roll pattern, you know. Everybody comes up with ideas, and Braun and Brent write a lot of the music, and everybody, you know, I don't know. It comes. Every song is created a bit differently, you know.
A bit different. Yeah.
You know, it might be all one person. It might be three people putting ideas together. It might be two. It might be all four of us. We just let the ideas come, you know, and if they come and you feel it, then you write it and you let it, you express it to the rest of the band, and everybody puts their 2 cents in, and everybody puts their ideas and on top of it. And that's how a song is created in our world. So it kind of takes its own life as it comes, you know.
And then after that you write the lyrics always?
Yeah.
The lyrics are always written?
Yeah.
And do you talk about the lyrics? What a song has to be about, or?
No, just usually we let the song give us a feeling.
Okay.
You know, if it sounds like something just got this riff, it's just got this trampling, it sounds like a herd of beasts. You know, like why don't we call it Where Stride the Behemoth? You know, and then we'll write lyrics, you know, along those same lines. So we try to let the feel of each song kind of branch off to where the lyrics will lead. But it doesn't necessarily have to be like that.
No, okay.
A lot of times we like to do that just to keep it in a somewhat of a similar, you know, the way the song feels with the way the lyrics are written. Try to combine those together.
But don't you also try sometimes to make it more that it doesn't fit, but more the opposite feeling?
Yeah.
I mean, the music is more dark and aggressive, and the lyrics are more uplifting.
Right.
Or?
Yeah. Just whatever pops in here and starts working.
Okay.
You know?
And what are the plans for you the next half year? Do you have already some?
We're here across Europe for the next 4 weeks, and then we fly straight to Boston, Massachusetts to start the Ozfest across America, and that runs for 8 weeks. So we won't be home for a little over 3 months.
But do you still have a home?
Yeah.
I mean,
whatever
the feeling of a home.
Yeah, we just that's where all of our stuff lives. Our TV lives there, and our couch.
No, but I mean, is your home maybe the band now and touring?
Yeah.
When you get home, do you feel at home or do you have to adjust?
Yeah, we feel at home.
Okay.
But we spend 9 or 10 months a year traveling.
Yeah,
So it's a long time. And like I said, we won't be home for a little over 3 more months, and that'll be the time when hopefully we can sit down and put all these ideas together, you know, and start the process for the next album.
And do you have already some plans maybe when you will record the album or release it?
We're gonna try to record it after the new year, maybe January, February, and we're gonna try to have it come out in the springtime or May or June. That'd be good, we think.
And you don't have a title yet?
No.
It's too early.
Try to get an album out right before all the summer festivals over here again. Have something fresh to tour on.
Okay.
You know.
Thank you.
Yeah.